scaring me.
Now, this week is National Dementia Awareness Week, and you may not know it, but every 7 seconds, someone, somewhere in the world, is diagnosed with this condition.
Dude, where's my car?
What a great film, and it raises a serious issue too. This week is Dementia Awareness Week. Across the globe, 35.6 million people live with dementia, cost of $637 billion. That's 1% of the global GDP this year. To put that in perspective, if dementia was a country, it would have the 18th largest economy. Or if it was a company, it would be the biggest in the world. Currently in Australia, there are 250,000 people with dementia, and as our population ages over the coming decades, that figure is expected to rapidly increase. So if you're becoming forgetful and it's got you concerned, what can you do to avoid falling victim to dementia? Now, Roger, you're a National Ambassador for Dementia Week. We found out that a huge number of people are affected by this. The number is growing. What exactly is dementia?
Yeah, I suppose one of the things and why I got involved is because people don't fully understand what it is. It's a degenerative brain disease. It's not a normal part of ageing. When you get it, unfortunately, it's a fatal disease that people get. And unfortunately, people don't understand. That's why Dementia Awareness Week is so big. Not only to try and educate people about dementia and the fact that it is a condition. Alzheimer's is the most common type of dementia. But it's also, I suppose, to try and break down some of the stigma associated with it and get people talking about it if they're worried about their memory. You know, there's things that they can do about it.
My father's just been diagnosed, and I mean, it's the effect on him is obviously profound, but the effect on the rest of the family is, that is profound. It's really hard on Mum. I mean, it's hard to care for people in this state. He's had to go into a nursing home. It's devastating for the whole family.
Yeah, well, I suppose I've been talking to a few families this week that have been in a similar situation. My family in a similar situation. And the sad thing about dementia, I think it's they slip away before they pass away. You really lose these people, the wonderful characters that they've been in your life. And it's sort of part of the reason why it's so important to get on board early, not only for the patient, because there are things that can be done to prolong their time here and the symptoms, but also for the family to get organised, legal issues, residential issues. It is a huge thing to get on board early.
But, like, what are the early signs? Like, my mum and nan are always calling me the wrong name. They call me my sister's name or the dog's name, you know. Is that just an older age thing, or could that be a sign that they're going to...
Memory's one of those big things, and we're really driving that this week, but you'd be surprised, 83% of us, as we get older, will forget people's names. That's just a normal part of ageing, and they're not necessarily things to get worried about, but part of what Alzheimer's Australia has done this week, they've launched this thing called Worried About Your Memory, which is a publication where people can go there and they can look at the science. It's more to do with real specific types of memory decline and constantly forgetting things, and it's not so much about the person that has those symptoms, but the loved ones, the family around it, recognising it, and the next step is making sure you get an early diagnosis, going to see your doctor.
Now, we see ads on TV for video games suggesting that doing certain memory exercises can help with this sort of thing. Is that the answer? Go out and buy a video game and play that? Is that going to sort it out?
Well, the theory's there, not necessarily video games, but the thing about dementia is what we know, the science shows that we don't just need to start worrying about it when we get old. We need to worry about it our entire life, and there's things you can do, and on the Alzheimer's Australia website, again, there's these Mind Your Mind, there's 7 signposts, and what the video games are actually doing is doing the Mind Your Brain, which is you can do with a crossword, you can learn a language, Sudoku, and it's all about social interaction, and there's a whole list of them about just looking after yourself, being brain healthy your entire life, not just starting to worry about it when you get worried later in life.
If you want more information or your family needs support to cope with dementia, the 7pm website has all of the details of services available, as well as links to all of that information you were talking about there.
We've got to take a break. We'll be back after this.